Unusual suspects.
Hot steaks are nice steaks. Yeah. Perrier's your way, you're eating white grapes. What I do to their pockets is like rape. The whole I'm having a ball and life's great.
What up, it's your boy Ali, and welcome to Hip Hop Forever. Now before we get started, make sure to add me on IG. I haven't been promoting that at all, but you know what they say, it's better late than never. I'll be doing some giveaways on IG. You can also request videos there as well. Let's get started. The music industry is a fickle place, and it occasionally accommodates and spotlights new and brazen artists. But after breaking onto the scene with her 2003 smash hit single, Nookie, Jacki-o-hoe was well on her way to becoming a household name. The American rapper with the real name Angela Khan is nothing if not uniquely gifted. The only way to suitably describe her rap style is sexy and overly flirtatious. Her rhymes were top-notch and her bars were pretty solid, but it was mostly her delivery that did it for a lot of her fans. Jacki-o-hoe oozed of sex appeal when she rapped. The rapper signed to Poe Boy Entertainment sometime between 2000 to 2002, and when her first single got released in 2003, it did more than its fair share of rotation on radio and in the clubs. The rapper, who started honing her craft as early as junior high, once revealed saying, "In junior high school, I started writing poetry. Then I started adding beats. By high school, I was skipping classes and freestyling in the hallways. Had come a long way since then, dropping a mixtape titled The Official Bootleg that went on to sell an impressive 470,000 copies and was downloaded massively, with numbers reaching over 250,000 times. The aftermath of Jackie's successful single and its music video that followed saw the rapper from Miami, Florida become a more prominent figure in the music game.
Very excited about my project, very confident, and I'm just ready. We're ready to roll out the gates.
At the time, many fans and critics alike had earlier predicted that Jackie's success and her popularity would become as widespread as fellow Southern female rapper Trina, a comparison Jacki had no problem with, once saying, "I look at the comparisons to other female rappers as compliments." Jacki continues saying, "Those girls moved a lot of units, I can't be mad at that." The rapper later signed to TVT Records in 2004, and with her debut single doing its rounds, she was poised to dish out yet another offering. However, in that same year, Jacki released more than just an offering. She delivered an entire vault of songs, starting with back-to-back singles such as Sugar Walls,
Sugar walls, still with the cream. We wanna sing about the diggling. Ride with me, boo, with the concourse. I got you, cause thugs need love too.
and Slow Down. And these only came after she had dropped a video for the single Fine, featuring the Yin Yang Twins, immediately after being signed to TVT Records. Jacki-o-hoe's singles were a delight to many, but even more so, they generated a buzz for her solo album. Jacki-o-hoe had a rather interesting career. She made an impact in hip-hop and became well respected. However, like most seasoned artists, her presence in hip-hop has dwindled. So the question is, what happened to Jacki-o-hoe, and what is she doing now? Let's find out.
Nobody's going to tell me how to market myself or how to sell myself. If I say I'm the queen of the South, then that's what it is.
The day finally came for Jacki-o-hoe to unleash her arsenal of songs in a complete body of work. And on October 26, 2004, she released her album titled Poor Little Rich Girl with the help of TVT Records. The album peaked at number 95 on the Billboard 200 and sold about 20,000 copies in the first week. Yikes. The album's production was handled by Timbaland, Red Spider, and a few others. Following the release of the album and the positive remarks surrounding the production, Jacki once commented saying, "I'm very satisfied with the production, the songs, and the concept." Jacki-o-hoe was pretty optimistic, even saying, "It can only get better from here." But if only she knew what was to come. At this time, Jacki-o-hoe was on fire, and she knew it. The rapper, who grew up in tough neighborhoods and had to deal with the harshness of life in the projects, had been bred to stand up for herself. So in the mid-2000s, she got into an altercation with another big shot female hip-hop artist, who goes by the name Foxy Brown. At the time, Jacki was at Circle House Studios in Miami, Florida. She was recording new material when Foxy walked into the room and changed the energy. According to Jacki-o-hoe, the real reason that Foxy Brown got upset is because when Foxy entered the studio where Jacki-o-hoe was recording, Jacki didn't acknowledge her presence. She later said to MTV, "I just know that yesterday, I did not go there to get in no altercation. I went to work, and I did not know I'd be winning an ass-kicking contest. You don't come to somebody's session acting like a clown. Something is seriously wrong with her. She's washed up. She needs to sit back and relax and retire. It ain't happening for her no more. Now it's safe to say that the beef between the two artists turned ripe after that.
Long as I got confirmation I was straight with, so I dropped that bitch. So fuck what you heard. The hoe could get on any TV station, any DVD. I don't give a fuck. Ho, you know I whooped your ass. I put feet on you, bitch. And I do it again, ho. Come your ass back to 305 with that bullshit.
With jacki-o releasing a diss track titled TKO.
The Fox, Bozo, Foxy, Clown, Foxy, Cotton, or Jello. Shit, I wanna see who the hell is the Geppetto.
When Foxy Brown allegedly denied talking smack about Jackie at Soco House Studios. The drama aside, jacki-o's trip down memory lane will be incomplete without mentioning the fact that the rapper had no problem putting together and dishing out mixtapes. Till date, she still has one of the most solid repertoire of mixtapes by a female rapper. And in 2006, following the release of her debut album, she released a mixtape called Free Agent. The mixtape barely got any critical acclaim, but there were much deeper things going on beyond the surface for Jackie at the time. Stuff that eventually proved to be career-threatening and financially unrewarding. And it all revolves around the label she was signed to, Poe Boy Entertainment. Now jacki-o was dropping banging mixtapes and projects for her label. She was signed to a 5-album deal with Poe Boy Entertainment and ended up being just a Poe girl as she earned no royalties from her work. It was discovered that jacki-o only received a small advance and nothing more. The rapper was somehow expected to continue her deal and to keep on making music while she made little or nothing to do so. Things got so bad for Jackie that she became desperate, searching for a way to get out of her deal with the proverbial devil. Her then lawyer, Richard C. Wolf, once said, "Baby artist contracts are inherently one-sided," and it appeared that this was the case in Jackie's situation. Following all the controversies happening to jacki-o with her label, she took a seldomly traveled route in order to void her contract. She filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. In filing for bankruptcy, Jackie had declared debts owed up to the tune of $144,225 and assets of about $1,340. Now if you're a rapper with a record deal and you're getting all these shows, you're becoming more recognized, you're putting out mixtapes and albums, the fans love you, but somehow your debts outweigh your assets, then the label's definitely screwing you. Now filing for Chapter 7 was a good move for jacki-o. It cleared her of all her debts, freeing her from the tough situation that the label put her in. At the same time, it sounds like jacki-o signed a bad contract. A lot of rappers back then are guilty of not being financially literate, and it appears jacki-o is no exception. This is what jacki-o's lawyer had to say about her contract. This was particularly one-sided. She was given a small advance, and since then she hasn't been given 1 penny in royalties. Now after fighting for Chapter 7, Jackie's deal with Poe Boy Entertainment was made null and void, and even though her relationship had ended with them, TVT Records decided to uphold their deal with the rapper and continue to distribute for the artist. It's about building her career as an artist. That's what TVT is known for. We would be happy to put out another jacki-o album. Now at this point, jacki-o had won the battle, but she was still fighting a war. Despite getting rid of her contract, she was still broke, and as we all know, having no money makes people do things they're not proud of. As mentioned earlier, jacki-o grew up on the streets fending for herself, so it was probably only surprising but not shocking that a few weeks after filing for bankruptcy, the rapper was arrested on a shoplifting charge alongside a friend. Apparently, the person accompanying Jackie had been lifting products while the two were supposedly shopping at Neiman Marcus, a highly priced department store. There's little or no way to explain your way out of such a situation, as both ladies got picked up by the police after they were spotted. Now clearly jacki-o didn't learn from her mistakes. She was picked up yet again at Bal Harbour for the same offense of shoplifting. It was particularly sad to see the rapper who had been known for spitting sexy bars in a not so sexy position behind bars. Pushing forward beyond all the scandals and drama that trailed her career, jacki-o forged ahead with TVT Records and once again shocked the industry with her persistence and consistency. Jackie released a project called Jack the Ripper. She was gaining a little bit of momentum and the anticipation was building up for her next album. On a side note, around this time, Jackie became an author and put out a novel called Grown and Gangsta. She would later go on to release a mixtape with the same title. Around the same time, while still working on TVT Records, Jackie tightened her belt as she geared up for a new album, making a bold move to invest in her own label, Jack-Move Entertainment. She had finally gotten some of her power back and was ready to jump right back into the scheme of things. However, it wasn't until early 2009 that jacki-o released her second album titled Little Red Riding Hood. Sales-wise, Little Red Riding Hood didn't do well as the album failed to chart on the Billboard 200. The album was accompanied with the lead single, Baby Mama. Now around 2010, things got a little bit more interesting for Jacki-o. Now Jacki-o's dexterity had always stood out her entire career. The woman could rap and sling rhymes like a gunman from the Wild Wild West. She lived and grew up with gangsters, so she knew what that life was about. So when she decided to drop a mixtape named after the queen of narco trafficking, Griselda Blanco, aka La Madrina, it caught everyone's attention for sure. In 2010, Jacki released her mixtape titled Griselda Blanco La Madrina. The mixtape was accompanied by the single Bang Bang, said to be a Little Kim diss song.
Now I laugh at these bitches, they macadamian, 305 chin checker, straight down south girl.
It appears Jacki was still in the business of stirring up beef. In addition to Foxy Brown from earlier, Little Kim was now on her hit list, as well as Trina,
These hoes don't like me. I know these hoes wanna fight me.
and a few others.
I don't even want to entertain this bitch, but the hoe keeps saying disrespectful shit during her interviews. Jack, Ripper, a fuck, I don't give her. Throw a set like a feminine Muhammad Ali, a sticker.
Now in the same year, the rapper author also put out an autobiography titled Relentless. As we all know, Jacki-o wasn't one to fold. If she sensed that she was getting played, her instinct was to address the issue, and usually in a song. However, when it came to DJ Khaled, she called him right out in an interview over a beef she had clearly been nursing for a while. Jacki said, "I have a problem when the DJ feel like he's more powerful than the artist. And I think that's the stance that he takes when it comes to his music, and it's just ridiculous. So I do have a problem with him." Apparently, Jacki believed DJ Khaled didn't support local artists in Miami. She continued saying, "It's not just me, but a lot of people do. Maybe they think it and don't say it. But I choose to say it because I feel like it's an injustice and it's not right. And it's not right and it's not fair. So I'm calling Khaled out on it. We accept you in our city and you were chosen to rep our city. And then you get in office and you flip the script. That's crazy." Now clearly, Jacki-o had a huge issue with DJ Khaled.
If it's business, why you taking things personal? If you hear something banging in the street, even if you don't do it for me, do it for the love of your city. Since you claim Miami as being your city, do it for your city.
And revealed that DJ Khaled wasn't playing her records because he was too big for her. DJs make up 50% of the artist's success, and they know that. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of DJs are starting to become more arrogant than artists, and bold with it. Your job is to play music and support what the people like. It's not about what you like. It's about what the people like. One DJ in particular is this Khaled dude. He's gotten so beside himself and decided that he's not gonna touch another one of my records. And that's cool, because when the streets deal with you, I'm good. So what if DJ Khaled doesn't play my music? Seeing as though he's not from Miami, he doesn't represent Miami. Drama aside, Jacki made one more attempt to sustain her barely surviving career with a mixtape the following year that went quite unnoticed. In 2011, she released a mixtape titled Straight from the Underground. Now after realizing that her music career isn't what it used to be, Jacki made a neck-turning announcement claiming that she had made the switch from gangster rap to Christian hip-hop. The rapper claims she has turned a new leaf and intends only to make music in line with her faith. You can find her promoting Christianity on Facebook under her name Angela Agape. She's currently signed to her own label, Virtuous Woman Entertainment, and gets about 30,000 monthly listeners on Spotify.
What up, y'all? This is Jacki-o, the Madam of Miami, and this is the rundown. I'm not concerned with the beef. I see the blogs, I see the beef. Not concerned with that. My main goal is to keep giving y'all heaters, keep giving y'all great music.
That's it for me, man. It's your boy Ali. What happened to Jacki-o in your opinion? Let me know down below. Also, if you have any video requests, be sure to let me know as well. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at hiphopforever, 3 R's. New What Happened to video dropping next week. Peace.